Good evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 23rd Annual Chabad of Port Washington Anniversary Dinner. So, as you might be able to tell, I'm not the typical black hatter Chabadnik. I wear pants when I go food shopping, and like many in my generation, cringe at the idea of 25 hours without technology. That said, I'm an avid supporter of Chabad, having grown up here since I was very young. So mine and my family's journey with Chabad began many years ago when my parents were still wandering Jews, if you will. They had just moved to Port Washington and did the entire temple circuit before coming to Chabad. But, as I've been told, it only took one visit before they were hooked. My mom jumped onto the Chabad scene, and I was automatically enrolled to go to pre-K here. So between then and now, a lot has changed. For starters, my mom is now a co-president of the Sisterhood at the Chabad of Port Washington. Also, my mother and my father made the genius decision to put both me and my older sister Nina through a yeshiva high school. I myself have also changed a little bit. Thankfully, since pre-K, I put on a few pounds and gained a few inches. But, thank you. But I've also changed schools, friends, and opinions. But the Chabad community and this place has always been a constant factor in my life. And throughout the years, I've participated in many of the programs and events that have happened here. From the Bat Mitzvah Girls Club, Friday night dinners, Shabbat services with my family, mitzvah days, teen classes on Sundays, etc., etc. And that is what has always kept my Jewish identity so alive. The fact that when I had my own doubts about religion or Hashem, I was able to go directly to my rabbi and speak to him about it personally. And that is a luxury and a privilege that not many temples can offer honestly. As a very, very wise young sage, Levi Paltiel, once said, "Everywhere you go, you can find two things, a Starbucks and a Chabad." It's funny, but it's spot on. And as I await my graduation from high school and begin to pack for university, that is a really, really comforting thought, because I get headaches without my morning coffee. Thank you. In about 3 weeks from now, I'll be leaving Port Washington and going down south to move into my dorm at the University of Georgia, which is in a town called Athens. A very small, very southern, super different from Long Island, and I'm kind of nervous town. Knowing that there's a Chabad in Athens, Georgia really helps. And, as I'm sure you could guess, our rabbis at Port Washington have a friend in Comac who married a friend who's related to the wife of the rabbi at the Chabad of Athens. And that's pretty comforting too. Chabad is Judaism with a smile, not a scowl or a head-to-toe stare at your slightly above the knee skirt. And, in case you're unaware, smiles are a big deal at the Rubin household. A shameless plug for my father. It's a place where starting points don't matter. All that matters here is an intention to progress. It's not about where you come from, but where you're headed. But Chabad is not pushy. They're gentle nudgy, baby steps. And that's why it works so well. The proof is in the pudding. Listen, I don't know when or how it started, but somehow you guys got my dad waking up every morning and putting on his tefillin. And that's what I call a real miracle. But all jokes aside, this is a place where energy and joy are ever present. And who do we have to thank for that? The man who engages every single person who walks through his doors. The man who came here 20 some odd years ago with his wife, knowing not a soul in Port Washington, but has built a family so large, just look around this room, or at his family photos. Of course, we won't forget the matriarch of the family, Rebbetzin Sarah Paltiel, because as we all know, behind every successful man is a smart and certainly strong woman. I'd like to call up a personal role model of mine, the wisest and certainly the funniest rabbi I know, Please join me in welcoming to the podium, where we all know he feels most comfortable, Rabbi Shalom Peltiel.